Welcome to episode 452 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. You know the drill. Please like and subscribe, because the bigger the number on my subscriber accounts, the better I am. That's just the math and how it works, right? Because it doesn't matter what music I play, the number is the most important thing. It's not. I'm just kidding here, but still, please follow me and give me a like up and all these algorithms, gods we obey all to. They only see the numbers and the engagement and all this stuff. I'm part of it. Let's face it. Anyway, you just heard some really, really cool music by Dead Air Radio Empire, and I like it because they, if you abbreviate it, then it's DARE. And I once had this DARE T-shirt, for the people from the 90s. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's check them out, because they're also in my Spotify playlist, where we clearly belong. By the way, if you want to be in there, use the link in the description. I need all the copyright permissions and an MP3 of a song, of course. And now let's check out DARE, or Dead Air Radio Empire, with a very, very, we thought about the name of a song very hard. You will see it in a second. So we are here on my, I think on the 80th here, exactly. So the song you just heard from Dead Air Radio Empire is called Dead Air Radio. Wow. And it's their first song. Apparently there is a vinyl, and the only thing I dislike, to be honest, but I checked it, of course, is I'm not sure if this is not an AI-generated picture. I don't play AI music, and this is not AI music, that's for sure. I mean, I checked it. But this seems very much like AI-generated pictures. I'm not a big fan of that. We had this, I had this issue that John X. Belmonte, he makes real music from New York, and he uses AI-generated cover art like they use, and he always had to kind of explain that, the cover art, yes, is AI, but the music is real and made by him. Anyway, so I would kind of, for my solo project, I just went to a graveyard in my street, actually. And the oldest grave there is from the 16th century. So there's really, really nice gothic-looking graves there and burial grounds and stuff. And I just took some pictures there, just random pictures of random graves. There's a lot of EV going on. And anyway, you're not here for me to listening, but I'm telling you, just make an easy picture and use something else, or get an artist. I just booked an appointment with a photographer to make some really good promotional pictures and stuff. Anyway, that's what I'm telling you here. It's easy today because everyone has a phone, everyone has a camera. Anyway, now on with the show. You know how it is. Some things I just don't need to know. And this is a segue, everyone. By the way, if you like what you're hearing, and I hope you do, of course, please considering following these artists wherever you can find them on their social medias and stuff. And also, if you have a Spotify playlist like I have, which looks like that here, or a Deezer or iTunes, YouTube playlist, please put their songs in there, because this really helps them, to get recognition, and follow them also on Spotify and wherever you can find them. Anyway, the next artist, or I already gave you the name of a song. A Need to Know is the name of a song. And now I spoil it a little bit because the sun is a little bit behind the clouds. But yeah, The artist is called Sun Spoiler, and it's in, no spoiler here, it is in my Spotify playlist. Let's check him out. Go to here, Sun Spoiler, Need to Know from Dystopia Pop Volume 1. So, let's check him out. Okay. Okay, cool pictures. I really like that. Like I said before, I try to book an appointment with a guy. Oh, look at this, Los Angeles. Mostly listen. Yeah, he is from Los Angeles, I think. Yes, now I remember. I think he's from Greek descent and now lives in Los Angeles. And I'm really, he did the right call. I mean, I'm a little bit older and I have family and job and whatever, but for whatever reason, I tell you this again and again, there's 2 hubs in the world where really good music comes from. One is, of course, where I reside, your DJ LT Morales, who makes really, really, really good music under the moniker Megalmodash, and I hope we'll hopefully have some live shows coming up. I'm working on that. And the other one is Los Angeles. For whatever reason, and he's another proof of that, good music, concrete, I mean, according to me, but this is my show anyway, comes there and is mostly consumed there and made there. Anyway, now I give you Sun Spoiler with Need to Know. Enjoy.
I need to know what your lovers know.
with the next artist, I bring it home to Germany, and I have played them before, and I most likely will play them again. We were on the same roster as a friend of mine, musician friend of mine, and so I know how much they pay for their promotion stuff and all this campaign. This is sometimes a little bit annoying that as an artist these days you have to be social media savvy. I just got laughed at that, my post on Instagram, I don't put music from the artist I promote there under it and stuff because I don't know how to do that on a computer. I think, if you do it on a cell phone, it's easier. But I'm old. I still do things on the computer. Like this show is on the computer. Anyway, that's not the point here. They are called ENFYS, and the song is called Alles Leer in German. It's the song, and they have a female singer. That's really nice. So let's check them out. They're also in my Spotify playlist. Where are we? We should go around here. ENFYS. Position 88. In Germany. You have to be a little bit careful what you say, because there's some history. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but like a big war going on, and Germany lost in the end. But yeah, this is not our thema, but our theme. But we're on position 88. It's just by pure coincidence. So this is no meaning here. Don't read anything in there. So let's check them out. ENFYS. Here we are. They're from Düsseldorf or somewhere. So Laura listens to Taylor Swift. Flo listens to Slipknot. And then we thought about let's make music together, and we made the genre popcore because this is kind of Nina Chuba. I don't really know Nina Chuba. In one of the last theater play I was in, we had a song from Nina Chuba in the end where we danced to, as a performance. But otherwise, I don't know Nina Chuba. Don't care. It's not my kind of thing. So it's baller metal with hooks and stuff. So anyway, we kind of mix. I don't know where we're from. The Dark? No, I forgot. Anyway, I never saw them live, but apparently they perform live quite heavily. Quite energetic. To put it this way. Lots of pictures for the people in the stream. Sorry for Hypernova Radio listeners. This is their latest hit, their latest single, Alles Leer. It's quite deep, I like that. I'm more like gothic rock and Darkwave. This is my usual oeuvre. And I have cool songs coming up in this genre because, my show is always a mix. It's what you, the listener and viewer, send me via the link in the description, because without you I wouldn't have a show. So whatever you send me, I pack together to this show. And here you go now. This is ENFYS with Alles Leer. Everything is empty.
Den Scheiß in einen Pappkarton. Draußen wartet schon die Endstation. Wir tanzen hier noch zu nem Lo-Fi-Beat. Jetzt ist das hier unser Abschiedslied. Das erste Mal Sex auf dem nackten Flur. Wir dachten, wir hätten noch so viel vor. Dein Lachen hallt noch durch den leeren Raum. Ich schließ die Augen, doch ich seh dich kaum. Die Schlüssel auf dem Tisch, sie glänzen kalt. Liebe allein hat uns ihr nicht gereicht. Ich seh uns beide noch im Kerzenschein. Wollten für immer füreinander sein. Alles leer, hast du schwer. nicht den billigen Wein. Ich red mir ein, es muss jetzt alles so sein. Dein Hoodie liegt noch unterm Sofa im Dreck. Ich will ihn mitnehmen, doch ich werf ihn weg. Weißt du noch, wie wir uns die Welt versprachen und über jeden kleinen Fehler lachten? Die Bilder abends sind und alle leer. Ohne dich hier fällt mir das Atmen schwer. Wir werden nackt, die Wohnung ohne Geist. Ich fühl mich so, als ob es mich zerreißt. Ein letzter Blick, die Tür fällt in das Schloss. Und ich frag mich, was bleibt mir jetzt? Alles leer, ach so schwer. Verdammt, come back up. Alles leer, ach so schwer. Verdammt, come back up. Es brennt in der Brust, es sticht in mein Herz. Keine Therapie heilt diesen gottlosen Schmerz. Ich riech dein Parfum an der Jackenwand. Wir waren die Besten in dem ganzen Land. Alles leer, ach so schwer. Verdammt, come back up. Alles leer, ach so schwer. Verdammt, come back up. Hoffnung in
Let's stay a little bit longer in the rock realm, and the word stay is already a little bit a segue, because I'm going to play a band I have played before, and I'm pretty sure we'll play again because I really, really, really like this song. Unfortunately, they're not around anymore if I read it correctly. They are called the Radicals, or just Radicals. And their song I'm going to play from them is, like I said, Stay. Not their most liked song. And unfortunately, if I read this correctly, we have been around from 2019 to 2024, so they're already disbanded for 2 years, unfortunately. I mean, I really like their sound. But, you know, that's the cool thing for the recording. It stays with me. So, anyway, I give you now Radicals with Stay. Enjoy.
I've been wondering how you've been. You've got me worrying again. I Yeah, I need you here with me. Just tell me anything and I'll make sure that everything's okay. Please stay with me, I need you. Yeah, I need you here with me. And everything's okay.
So, before we get a little bit harder, I want to switch to the gothic rock Darkwave segment of a show because I have a few songs lined up in this regard. And the first one I'm going to play is also in my Spotify playlist, and it's called, or the artist calls himself Dorian Wayne, and the song is called Horns. Not horny, but horns. And he is in my Spotify playlist, as I said here, Dorian Wayne with Horns. And let's check him out. Just starting out. Horns here. We have to. After many years of hiding his songs in a drawer, he decided to share his soul with the world. Inspirations are Depeche Mode, Sisters of Mercy, and Lady Gaga. All good stuff. I love it. The songs are kept in dark style, alternative music, goth industrial with an open gate to rock. Yes. Anyway, I really like what he's doing. I want to hear more. So thank you for getting it out of a drawer and sharing it with the world, sharing it with me. And I hope you will appreciate too. And as I said before, here it's clearly showing that he's just an emerging new artist, very underground, very unknown. So if you like what you hear, please consider following him on all the social media, wherever you can find him. And also, of course, like his songs wherever you can find them, if you like them. Of course, only if you like it. But of course, you like my show, so you like and subscribe. And you comment and say how good I look or something. Just comment anything so the algorithm gets tickled. That's, the whole game we play here. Anyway, enjoy Dorian Wayne with Horns.
I
let's play an older song by the duo Ringfinger. And the song I'm going to play is here the number 3, Chamber of Roses. And let's check them out. Because we are doing quite well, you know. I do more independent stuff here, of course. Their music rings out like a mournful hymn echoing from a long-lost catacomb, a call to those whose hearts beat in sync with the darker, more profound harmonies of life. Okay, that's me. And as you can see, Los Angeles is ganz very high on their list. So here I give you Ringfinger with Chamber of Roses. Enjoy.
Feel the sting of vacancy.
For the next artist, I want to see if I can change your mind and get your general trust. And that's a segue, everyone. You know, I'm the most goodest in segues. And I'm talking about General Trust. That's the name of a band. And the song is called If I Could Change Your Mind. And unfortunately, the person behind General Trust seems to have changed his mind and took all these songs out of Spotify because he has no songs left. And General Trust enables social participation and improves individual subjective evaluation of life. Neo-noir Darkwave from Tennessee. Yeah, unfortunately, seems like no more songs left. But anyway, I still have it in my heavy rotation library, so of course I can play it. So here you go. This is General Trust with If I Could Change Your Mind. So we stay a little bit more electronically. I think it's more poppy, the next song, but I really, really like it. And it's a mix by People Theater. And People Theater, okay, that's just the mixer. The artist itself calls himself Matt Springfield. And this is all the things I've said. Once again, I mean, this show is kind of like everything is put into my mouth here. So the song is called Things I've Said. So let's check him out because he's also in my Spotify playlist. By the way, I have to plug myself again. If you want to be in one of the next shows and or in my Spotify playlist, please use the link in the description. Send me your song. I need the copyright permissions and I need an MP3 of a song. And so, yeah, please only send it to me if you can give me that. And don't worry. I mean, I take unpaid submissions, but I also take paid submissions. And the money you pay me, you might pay me, I put back into the Spotify playlist promotion. So basically, you get all your money. And this is just a hobby, and that's why I can choose what I want to play. And I want to play Matt Springfield now. Let's check him out before I start it. Is he? Thought I just had him. Matt Springfield. Here, 78. Okay. Matt Springfield. Let's look at him. That's him. He is vaguely familiar. I think I played him before. Let's check out. Okay. Here, Erase All Data. That's from this album. It's the... is it here? No. Doch, here. Things I've Said, but in the People Theater mix. Let's check him out. Is a singer, songwriter, and composer known for blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can read it all yourself. He's influenced by U2, Coldplay, Keen, I don't know this one, Deepish Mode, of course, New Order, and The Killers. So you know what you expect here, and it's really, really nicely done. It could be, you know, almost a stadium rock or stadium music, like we would say. Anyway, so here you go. This is Matt Springfield with Things I've Said in the People Theater mix. We have to be very specific here because we have lots of mixes on here. Enjoy.
Spend my time in your believe in love. Face to face, we get to live. Hand in hand, we got to be. Face to face, we got to live. Hand in hand, we got to be. 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 You make me believe it. My love is sweet, even though I've never seen her. My beauty queen is on a screen again. My girl is sweet, even though I never feel her body. My thoughts are clean, I wanna feel alright. My love is deep, even though I've never seen her light. My beauty queen is on a screen again. My girl is sweet, even though I never feel her body. My thoughts are clean, I wanna feel alright. You make me believe in love.
We come to the biggest star of this show, I think, and this one is a heavy song, and I really like it. It's written more for a computer game, a video game thing, but makes absolutely sense to play it here as well. So this is by Entropy Zero, and the song I'm going to play is First Contact. Let's see if it's here. I don't think so, because here First Contact is the new single from Entropy Zero, and Entropy Zero is the side project of Max, a music composer for video games and TV, where he creates music that can be characterized as sounds of war blended with heavy industrial and electronic music. This is absolutely my thing. I really, really like what he's doing. So, yeah, strap in. This is gonna get hard. So here you go. This is Entropy Zero with First Contact. Oh yeah. and this show gives me a lot of segues because as as my Abendbrot time is coming up, my dinner time is coming up, I get hungry. I get the hunger, you could say. That's the title of the next song, of the last song of his show. It's a little bit more quieter, and is by Ask the Dust. Ask the Dust, exactly. And let's check them out. So the hunger is this one here. I'm gonna play one of their most played songs, and the Dusk is an Italian darkwave band, a virtual band since we haven't got any plans on playing live gigs. Yeah, I'm still happy to play them. So here you go. This is Ask the Dust. Ask the Dust. There's also Ask the Dusk. There's so many asks here. With the hunger, which I clearly have at the moment, but we are at the end of the show, so this is the last song. Enjoy. Before I go and have my dinner and mein Abendbrot, I wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you listen to that. If you want to be in the next show, use the link in the description, and then you can also be in my Spotify playlist. I need an MP3 of a song, and I need the copyright permissions. Otherwise, I cannot play it, and I cannot stream it on YouTube, and I cannot play it on Hypernova Radio. Thank you all to the artists who submitted songs for this show. Without you, I wouldn't have a show. That's absolutely clear. So, I'm just the vessel of your good music. And this is good music according to me, That's my show. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for staying. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you back in episode 453 of Shellshocked Radio Discovery. Bye-bye.